Just when you thought the Sonic news was going to run dry this week, more news has just come out about a brand new Sonic game that should be releasing sometime this year. Isn't that crazy to say? I feel like we almost say this every year now. Ever since Sonic rose back into prominence, we've been eating good with Sonic content. So this new Sonic mobile game leaks out yesterday. As you know, Sega's strategy for 2024 is going to be expanding and developing Sonic mobile games. They purchased Rovio, which is the creator of Angry Birds, spent almost $1 billion on it. So this new mobile game leaks out, and then the next day, today, we get even more leaks about this game from the same leaker. There's a lot to get into with this brand new leaked Sonic game, so before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel with all notifications for daily Sonic uploads. I'll give you a second. And drop your thoughts down below in the comments. Would love to know what you guys have to say about this. So yesterday, if you guys have been keeping up with the channel, we broke some pretty big news that a new Sonic game is in development by a pretty credible leaker. And the thing is, the premise of this game, at least in concept, sounds really promising. Although it's a mobile game, there's plenty examples of success for this style of game that it's apparently going to play like. So let's get into the news real quick and catch you up to speed. So if you look right here, this is from Sonic Stadium. It says, the rumor mill has been running full blast tonight. I hope you're ready. Rumor, leaker, NBKKSSTBHZ5, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, states that we can expect a new iOS and Android Sonic game this year, possibly in the style of Fall Guys. And this could be big news. You know, everyone who missed out on Sonic Dream Team on Apple Arcade is now going to have their chance to play a Sonic mobile game this year. Sonic Dream Team was really good, but the problem is not everyone got to play it. So here's the article. It basically says we're at a familiar phase of the Sonic news cycle where the headlines are being dominated by rumors and official announcements confirmed by Sega, a partner company, or a studio affiliated with them are few and far in between. Obviously, Sonic is looking kind of dry this year if you're a fan of the games. For now, as far as like confirmed information, of course there's rumors about other games going on, but for right now it's Knuckles, Prime already happened, and Movie 3. It's the year of multimedia, realistically. So the rumor comes from MBKKSSTBHZ5 on Twitter. If that name sounds familiar, that's because it is. This is the same person that accurately leaked the existence of Persona 3 Reloaded and Persona 5 Tactica before Sega and Atlus officially announced them last year. So clearly this user has a reliable record of leaks and insider information about unannounced games, in particular for Sega. As for the rumor itself, it's not that descriptive. The Sonic mobile game being rumored will be a spin-off title that will be released on iOS and Android devices at some point later in the year. As for gameplay, all we know is that it's similar to Fall Guys. Unfortunately, we don't know the name of the game. We also don't know who is involved with developing it, so fans are theorizing that Sega Hardlight are the ones most likely to be involved. Here's the original tweet. We talked about it in yesterday's video. This game will be a new Sonic spin-off title released for mobile. Gameplay elements are similar to Fall Guy on iOS and Android. You already know that, but there's now a brand new development. So here is the newest leaks. This person saw the hype from yesterday and like, oh wait, you guys are eating? Nah, I guess you guys need some more food because you haven't eaten enough yet. This person says the character designs will be a cross between modern Sonic and the Sonic and Friends design styles. Now it's crazy because when I saw this tweet yesterday and they said it was going to be like Fall Guys, I'm like, yo, they're actually going to use the Sonic and Friends designs. I have a feeling they're going to do it. I don't know why I thought this. I guess because of the Fall Guys elements, but that's what happened. It says you can play as many different Sonic characters. There are multiple modes and stages. It's a free-to-play game. Hello, free-to-play. We like that. If it's free, it's for me. Am I right, people? And it says it is a game developed primarily by Sega. So assuming they mean Sega, they probably mean Sega Hardlight, which is the mobile studio owned by Sega. So with that being said, I'm actually very intrigued by this game. Now, a game like this could sound extremely mid or something to just dismiss or meme on right away, right? It's Fall Guys after all. It's that silly game where you're like jelly beans running around and stuff like that. Like, it just looks goofy. And apparently now they're going to be using the Sonic and Friends designs or something similar to it. It may not be exactly the Sonic and Friends designs, but I'm sure a lot of people are probably a little concerned seeing these little guys over here potentially being in a Sonic game. And I get it. I mean, this is something you might see in your nightmares. But like I was explaining in yesterday's video, Fall Guys is a multiplayer racing platformer game. Obviously, it's a little bit slower and clunkier, kind of more of like a party game, fun experience kind of thing. It's not necessarily the same as Sonic in terms of being a platformer, which is about speed and going fast, replaying the levels to get your best time. But this game definitely is about manipulating physics and stuff like that, as you guys can see right here. Fall Guys and Sonic could have a lot more common than most people expect. Now, the problem is we don't know how this game is going to play. My ideal version of a Sonic Fall Guys game would be something like the SA206 Sonic Heroes multiplayer mode, where you basically race in Sonic levels as at least one of the objectives. Of course, if it's like a battle royale mode, they could do other mini games like snowboarding, treasure hunting, or whatever. But one thing I'd really like to see is something that's just true to Sonic, right? Something that plays like a Sonic game and not a Fall Guys clone. If it plays like Sonic in terms of level design, movement mechanics, with just like the Fall Guys objectives, which is like race through the level, top 20 players make it to the next round kind of thing, everything, I think this could actually be really fun. However, when I hear the characters are supposed to look like this, I can't really imagine it's going to be a high-speed platformer. It sounds like it could end up playing just like this. Like, look at Fall Guys right here. It's like very slow gameplay. It's fun, but it's obviously different than Sonic. Also, the tweet that says there's going to be multiple modes and stages means that, you know, there could be different objectives other than just racing, which I think is good. But then again, it might not play like an actual Sonic game. I don't know. I mean, we're just going based off of what we have. I hope it does play like a Sonic game, though. If it does, I think a lot more people, at least in the Sonic community, would really appreciate it. A Fall Guys clone would not be as hype. Although, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm still going to play it. So you guys kind of see where I'm going with this, right? This game has obviously a lot of potential. There's tons of Sonic reskins out there of like different variations of the characters from Sonic Speed Simulator, Sonic Forces Speed Battle, and Sonic Dash that they could tap into. There was customization for Sonic Colors Ultimate. Like, this has potential to be good, assuming it plays like a Sonic game. And if it doesn't, it'll still probably be fun, but maybe not what traditional fans of the series would want. So let me know what you guys think. Does this news, like, you know, the new announcement of kind of like the details and everything like that, change your opinion on what this game's gonna be like? Are you excited for it? Skeptical? Do you not care? Let me know down below in the comments, and make sure to subscribe and watch the videos in the end screen.